Menon came to Madras Law College where I was teaching to inaugurate the 5-year law course. Professor Menon, I think he will remember, Vice President Hidayatullah came and inaugurated it, and he set in motion for the first generation of law reforms. He expressed a hope at that point of time the 3-year law course will be a thing of past, but unfortunately both were side to side going together. This 5-year law course changed the entire scenario. I started my life with law and books. For more than a decade I taught. Then I moved to the government. I was in the legislative department drafting laws for many years. So from law and books I moved to law in the making. Then after a long time as a law secretary, then I moved over, after retirement I moved over to the parliament as a secretary general, where I saw where the laws were really enacted, the process, the real action. And then ultimately now I'm with the president, where ultimately laws get their assent. So my life has been totally revolving around law, and all my knowledge is enforced knowledge. As Justice Sikri said, law is expanding at a great speed. It's converging. Sometimes it's converging, sometimes it is diverging. It's totally chaotic. As a law secretary, I found my knowledge was obsolete every day. Every day my knowledge was obsolete because I had to give answers for problems which were knocking at the door. There's no time, there's no textbooks, doctrines, they all have no value for me. So it is really a tense situation where you are innovating, always innovating. Justice Sikri referred to a case of that movie, Nishab. This is what every judge faces in life. Justice Cordezo refers to that in his book, Nature of the Judicial Process. When the colors do not match, when the references in the index fail, how does the serious business of a judge begins? There is no precedent, there is no law, it's an unpatterned situation. How does a judge decide a case? He has expressed his one instance where he faced a situation. Cordezo answers that. He said it comes from the reading of life. Reading of life gives you the answer, and this is what our judges are doing. And Justice Sikri, as a great jurist, he had many instances, not only on the case he has cited, he has innovated in many cases. It's a great tribute to our legal education. Now coming back to what Lalit Basheen had referred to, our opening up the legal services sector, with whom I handled when I was in the law ministry, he is right. We have to open up in a phased manner, and they were always fighting for things. The Western law firms were trying to get into India because they had thought there is a good business opportunity here. As he said, law is a noble profession. And to speak of trade in that noble profession, it may look a bit odd. I agree with him. But then we have to face reality. We are afraid of entry of law firms because the lawyer's turf may be encroached. But I would also like to draw the attention of Basheen that lawyer's turf is being encroached, which I found it very difficult as a law secretary to find that your turf is being encroached by other professions. Everywhere you find the right of audience is going out. Not only it's no longer belongs to lawyers. In every statute we drafted, you have an audience for chartered accountants, cost accountants, company secretaries. I have nothing against them. It's a lawyer's turf. Why? They said, no, lawyers cannot understand economics. They cannot understand accountancy. That is a standard argument which is put forward everywhere. It still persists. As a chairman of the bankruptcy committee, I gave a report. Report is not a big thing. Drafting the law was more difficult. It was the most challenging thing. I gave up drafting, and when I went to Parliament, I was no longer a draftsman. But then when this was entrusted to me by the finance minister, I took it up. I had to see the entire statute book. The most important asset of a draftsman is the knowledge of the statute book, which many of the lawyers are not aware. The statute book is really our oxygen. So to bring that 11 acts into one and then repeal, it was a great marathon task. We did it. I appeared before the committee. I was the first person to testify before the committee, joint committee. One MP questioned us. He's a questionnaire. He said, I'll just read it from him. In the episode 411, the Riser report broadcast in Russia Today in February 2013, The anchors discuss nature of modern financial crimes in USA. The crimes are highly complex and the jury is simply unable to understand them. In addition to the crime's complexity, there is a lot of money involved, and according to the anchor, any lawyer who is smart enough to understand the crime would prefer to side with the criminal, not with the prosecution. This has led to the virtual collapse of the financial justice system in USA. The jury is unable to understand the crimes and the prosecutors are no match for the defense lawyers. The Indian economy, as it matures, will inevitably face such a similar problem. Thus, the quintessential question is that adjudicating authorities for the bankruptcy code, and indeed all financial regulators and adjudicating authorities, have access to the highest quality of expertise in technology. What is the government's plan to deal with it? How do your code address that? No, this, I said, is not a problem only for India. It's also a problem for everywhere, because where there is money, the best lawyers will go there. My friend Sharma is here, he'll vouch for that, because we handle very sensitive cases when he was in CBI and dealing with terrorism. We had difficulty in getting prosecutors because they were always been engaged. So we had to get who will fight for the government. We did. As a law secretary, I have defended many important cases. I got people. He knows the difficulty of getting lawyers. This is where the problem of Menon's advocacy comes into focus. We need to get people more into the profession, practicing profession, advocacy, and also into the government. I need the best people in the government to battle with the thing, because as I told you, the government is it has vital stakes in the administration of the justice system, in revenues, income tax, excise, where there is a lot of revenue implications involved. Justice Sikri referred to the bilateral investment treaty White case, which I handled when I was a law secretary. These are all matters which are bursting at seams. There is the entire bilateral investment treaty. We have now lost 2 arbitration awards in Devas. It has gone against us. The third one is likely to go against us because there are various reasons for that. Now, what I am trying to say is, I told the committee, those were the days when lawyers were not adequate to handle these challenges. But now with the 5-year law schools, our students are better equipped and they are brilliant. They are in different walks of the life. I accompanied the law minister to UK thrice, and we had meetings with the law firms, many of the law firms. In one law firm which had a meeting, there were about 100 people in the audience. And out of the 100, most of the 70 were from Indian law schools, from the 5-year law schools of India. And it was really proud to see my minister, Moili was shocked. Moili was really, my law minister was really shocked. What is this? Isn't there? Yes, they are there. They want to come back. They are asking you to do something. So our boys are very brilliant. I've seen them. Now, I told them it's always easy. It's not as if money is the sole criteria for lawyers. People are there still available who are prepared to fight for the government, who are prepared to fight for justice. It is not as if you pay very high and people will side with them. So that, and they said no, but because he said you are creating a new profession, insolvency resolution professional. From where are you going to get these people? Where are they going to come from? I said they will come from. We will come up. Once the profession starts, people will start acquiring the expertise. Our law schools are there. They will produce. Law is one field where, as all of you know, requires to be continuously updated. There is no such thing as you have finished learning and then become all. I taught law, but now today I shudder to face any audience for the simple reason my knowledge is obsolete.